I believe, that this particular sort of genre started really a few years back now. When you think about it, we have a whole new, brand new, if you like, set of people in the workplace, a whole new generation that have come forward. They've got their own ideals, their own thoughts, exactly how the world should be run. But as ever, when you put very young people in very, very fast executive positions, the bottom line is you've got a problem, haven't you? And the problem is this, you have to decide, is it in line with the company brand? And more importantly, is it in line not with just the company brand, but more as ever with the customer? Because the customer, as we were always told when we were younger, is king. Remember, customer is always right. Regardless of whether they were wrong or right, you had to go along with this. And that's the deal, isn't it? If you want to get paid. So it comes as no surprise that yet another company have decided to go down the Bud Light movement. And when you think about it, Bud Light are not on their own. Oh no, Disney have gone down there, seen in their profits plummet, lesser people now at their theme parks, job losses looming. And as we've said many times here on the show, and it is good to share this around the world, the cost of living crisis is just a rip-off. You go in the supermarket to find that a packet of cream crackers is now more than the actual jar of jam. I mean, the other day I noticed, it's strange, isn't it, what you do notice when you're out shopping, but I actually noticed that ketchup, right, Heinz ketchup, was £2.50. And the thing is, if I bought that, I couldn't afford the chips to put the ketchup on. You see what I'm saying? So as I say, it comes as no surprise once again that another wokey company have gone down this route. Now, this is a brand that is well known over here, Costa Coffee. Very expensive chain. I wouldn't recommend it at all. Tell you the reason why. I've been in a couple of times in dire straits, and the staff always seem very disconnected. More importantly, the service is lacking. I mean, I don't know about you, but you pay over the odds for a cup of coffee, nobody speaks to you, and then they scribble your name on a corner, and you're standing in line like a bread queue to collect said coffee that you've paid an extortionate amount for. You know what I'm talking about. This time though, they've gone down the all-inclusive route by putting this at the side of their vans. As you can see, it's a very disturbing cartoon. And they're not alone. Doc Martens have gone down this route too. Now, it's very offensive to a lot of people naturally who've gone through very serious medical procedures. And, there's so many of people around the world that are suffering and have suffered. So I do find this very distasteful. Naturally, we reached out to Costa Coffee, and they told me that this was a symbol of them wanting to feel everybody was inclusive, welcome, no matter what their genre, gender, whatever you want to call it, that when they come into the coffee shops, they feel inclusive. How about, I said, that it might put people off? They didn't care about that. It's your choice. If you don't like their branding, if you don't like their message, then you simply don't have to go into their coffee shops. So the message is loud and clear. When these coffee shops shut down, and trust me, they're shutting down already, not because of this, but simply because the simple cost of living crisis. Somebody with some brains in Costa might realize that this wasn't a very good, tactful, or indeed kind idea to many real sufferers. As ever, I'd love to know what you think to this particular daft woke story in the comments below. Do you stay out of these places simply because you can't afford it? Are you like me, you just get a flask and make do? But on those rare occasions, have you been disappointed with Costa Coffee? And more importantly, do you not agree? It simply costs a lot. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.